Okay, let's do a little micrometer reading review. I've got a micrometer set up in a pan of ice. This happens to be a 0 to 1 inch micrometer. So you can see it's fully closed and the anvil and the spindle are making contact right now. And the index line on the sleeve and the 0 on the thimble are all lining up right now. So I've got my mic set up. It's been zeroed. Let's just quickly go over the scales and review how to read a micrometer. We're going to just read it the standard way to the nearest thousandths of an inch. We'll cover vernier micrometers and reading the vernier scale in another video. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the micrometer. I'm going to turn the thimble one full revolution. And so you can see I've got the 0 on the thimble matched up with the 0 or the index line on the sleeve, and that moved my spindle exactly 25 thousandths of an inch. That's what that little line right there is. This is 25 thousandths, or the quarter mark. We'll open it up a little bit more. Okay. We'll put it right there so we got a little bit of room to look and talk here. So you can see my 0, and then now you see this large number here on the top of the index line. This 1 is for this line right here, and that's 100 thousandths. And so you can see that this space is divided up into 4 equal smaller parts. There's the 25 thousandths. You see the middle line, which is the 50 thousandths. And then the third line here is 75 thousandths. And then when you get to the 1, it's 100 thousandths. Right now the thimble is actually on 125 thousandths because you can see here the 0 on the thimbles line up with the index line. So that means that the edge of the thimble is right on that 25 thousandths line, just beyond the 100 thousandths mark. And so all we're trying to do is get from 0 to the edge of the thimble and then take our thimble reading and add them together. So let me open this up a little bit further here. We'll get a few of them on the scale for us to take a look at. And I'll let that stop at I'll let the thimble stop at a random position here. But you can see here we got a 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4 on the top there. So each one of those divisions is worth 100 thousandths of an inch. And then each of those divisions is divided into 4 equal segments, each of those equal segments being 25 thousandths of an inch. Every time our thimble makes one full revolution, it moves 25 thousandths of an inch. So when we go to take our reading here, we're going to start at the 0, and we're going to go see how far we can get to the edge of the thimble, only counting full divisions. And we always start counting our full divisions from the largest divisions to the smallest divisions. So I would take a look at this and I'd say, okay, I got 1, 2, 3 100 thousandths divisions. So that gets me to here at 300 thousandths because I have 3 of them. Can I count the 4? I can see part of the 4, but I can't actually see the whole 4 or the line underneath it. So I can't count it as a full division. But I've got a 1, 2, 3, 25 thousandths divisions that I can count. So 300 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25 is 375. After that, I'm going to take a look at the thimble, and you'll notice that the index line on the sleeve, which is this long horizontal line here, lands right in between the 21 and the 20 on the thimble. So the rule here is we can only count full divisions. So that means that if it lands in between 2 numbers, we're always going to choose the number that's below the index line. That will become important when we get into vernier micrometers and utilizing the vernier scale. So for right now, always the number below the index line. So in that case, 20. Each line on the thimble here is worth 1/1000th of an inch. So if I have 20 lines, that means I have 20 thousandths of an inch. So I'm going to take my previous readings of 375 thousandths plus 20 thousandths gets me a total of 395 thousandths of an inch. That's how big the gap between the anvil and the spindle is. Okay, let's try another one. I'll close this up a little bit and let the thimble find a random place to sit. Okay, so you can see here the thimble landed pretty much right on 19 on the index line. So if we go ahead and take our reading starting at the 0, I got 200 thousandths. I don't have any more 100 thousandths divisions to read, so I'll go to my 25 thousandths. I've got 25 and 50. So right here I'm at 250 thousandths plus 19 thousandths is going to get me 269 thousandths of an inch. And that's how we read our standard micrometer. Any questions? See me in the lab. Thanks for watching.